Hi, how's everybody doing today? I'm here with a special video, and I just think this is the funniest thing. This is what world class grifting and also trolling looks like with this controversy that's going on with with these immigrants being taken to Martha Vineyard. My goodness, what's going on is that all this stuff is so funny. If you look at these numbers on the stock market and you look them on the geometry and stuff like that, it'll break down what it actually meaning of it. But it's all scripted and it's intentional because everybody that like I am 50 years old. I haven't taken geography in a while, but I gotta explain something to some people that are on Twitter. They're on there saying that that's fucking Martha Vineyards in Connecticut and shit like that, and New York. It's not. It's off the mass. It's up by Cape Cod. I haven't taken like geography since 19 fucking 88 or some shit. 89. I graduated in 90. You know, and I know where things are at. And the proper name is actually Opie. Anope. It's Anope Island, and it was the Queen's Island before that, and then it turned into Vineyard because that's what opening means, and then that means vineyard, and then they turned it Martha's Vineyard, and this is where all the rich and elite people throughout centuries have gone to go there and live and shit. Um, Decades of where I'm live, when I was alive, they used to have every celebrity you can think of has been there that's important. There are some people that just can't even afford to live out there. I believe it's the third biggest island in on the east coast of Florida. I mean, on the east coast or even around Manhattan is bigger, and this island called Desert something is bigger, but it's the third biggest island. I think it's like almost 100 miles. So and like it's pretty huge. It's huge. So them flying these guys here and these people here, they intentionally tried to start riff, and show these people this is what an open border looks like. But they're not just going to the most average people. These are the most wealthy, people on the planet. Not even politicians. People that actually are involved in what's probably going on in the world. And Ron DeSantis, even in fake and scripted fucking bullshit media, this was the funniest thing because this is something I would do. I mean, I would totally do this, especially what was going on because I live in Florida and they sent planes in the middle of the night with loads of people, and we took them and helped them. Florida did. And then we asked for assistance, and they didn't give us any. So he was like, okay. And then nobody thought he'd do it. I was like, this is bullshit. But let's listen to what the talking heads have to say to get people to fight each other. But keep in mind, this is world class trolling by DeSantis. I mean, just beautiful. I was laughing, and my friends are arguing and shit. I'm like, dude, it's scripted, bro. Queen's Island, the Queen just died. This shit's all connected together with wealthy fucking people, dude. They're fucking with you. They're trolling you. He's trolling them, and then they're turning around and trolling us. It's just beautiful. That's why I call this world class trolling video. Because we're getting trolled by these fucking rich, crazy people. They're trying to fuck everything up with economics and all these things that are going on intentionally to get people to have strife against each other. And then this guy, the people that are doing this guy's like, well, all right, I'll just expose you, bang, and it's all for a reason. Do I know the reason? No, God knows the reason. But I just want people not to argue and fight, and I want to let people know that Martha Vineyard is a fucking mass. It's up by Cape Cod, I believe. I mean, come on, people, pick up the Google or something. Yeah, come on now. Grown people. I feel bad for what's coming for us. If people don't like, I seen videos where kids can't tell time. And not talking about kids. I'm like 20-year-old people don't know how to use a watch, and I've seen videos where they thought the Queen was back during Jesus' time, when Jesus was walking around, and that wasn't the case. Romans and whatever. But I'm just saying, they thought that the one lady thought we had two moons. Like there's two moons in on Earth here. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that in this Generation Z, this is what we're saying. So I'm just letting these fellas know that go pick up the Google since you're doing the computer times all the time, and know that there's history on that island, and it even separates from the vineyard, and then it turns into its another island because of hurricanes and high water temperature stuff. I think it happened around 2005 or seven that I read a long time ago. That happened. It separated. So this stuff has been in the paper for fucking decades. That's what's so big and funny about it. Oh my goodness. World class trolling, folks. You gotta take your hat off to these people. They are fucking funny, and then when you see through the script, it makes it like it's comedy hour. So let's listen to what these folks have to say for a minute.
MSNBC host Chris Hayes tweeted, deeply, deeply sick and dehumanizing to fling human beings somewhere vindictively. Washington Post columnist Max Boots saying DeSantis, quote,
All
heartlessness
blue
and
check marks.
cynicism is hard to exaggerate. And Keith Olbermann calling the migrant flights human trafficking. Again, reading some talking points. Joe Concha is here.
Now, to be fair, this is Fox News, okay? I can easily pause this and go to CNN, and they'll have a different spin on it. But the same thing, that they see how the rich are fighting amongst each other. You see how they're like, well, I'm appalled they would send these dirty migrants down to our island where we do things and we were allowed to rule like kings and queens. Oh, go, no, 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 no. That's not how it is. What the actuality of it is, those people just hit the jackpot. They're gonna get the best. They're gonna get work there. That's a fucking. They fish. Are you kidding me? And there's islands to go fishing. There's fucking. It's a fish town. It's got mad business. They're hiring people all the time, and you don't make no. They're making over $20 an hour. Some of these people, dude, with benefits and everything, because that's how much money fish is. If you could do that business, that's why they're rich. It ain't rich because they don't know how to make fucking money. It's that the process of making the money is evil, because you monopolize stuff and you become you're not a human being anymore. You have changed into something else because you literally put yourself where it's like a fucking demon, or you're a bad vibe inside you, however you want to explain it. But I believe that if you turn into greed and get into money, as some of these folks do, and that's why they got all these outlandish shit, is that you're literally selling a piece of yourself, your soul. Not you can't lose your soul, I don't believe. God only has control of that. But you can lose the essence of who you are as a true being. As a good, it's better to be good than it is bad. You age, it does stuff to you that's not normal. It's not normal to live that way. And that's where the problem is. People that just want to live and be left alone and not have a problem, that's normal. It's abnormal to force your beliefs, your system on people that aren't hurting anybody. That's cruelty. What they're doing to each other is trying to force that into a general population to show you that that's okay to do that. It's okay to say these outlandish shit about human beings and treat them different than anybody else. When technically, if everybody was straight and did business right and there was no crime and evil shit going on in the world, the borders could be open and everybody can walk wherever they want to be, unless they break a crime, like stealing, murdering, basic shit, not all this other stuff. But it has to be done properly. I mean, if you're going to do it properly, then you do it properly. They're not even doing this stuff properly. So at this point, of course you're going to have, which I totally agree with, people should be able to freely go where they want to go. Just abide by the customs of that land. To pay taxes. And you go and register as a daily worker, and then they will take taxes out of your money, and then you can go back to Mexico. You can, wherever you're from, you can walk back and forth. Why aren't they going to Mexico? Because the Mexicans will slaughter them. That's why. They already know they keep pushing. They ain't going to have them come and take any shit from them. Who's going to stop them? You think they have police over there? That's why I hear these rich people going, I'm going to move to Mexico. Good luck with that. God bless you. You can't be armed like you are here. They'll take your shit from you in a heartbeat, depending on where you're at. And it's all over the news over there all the time. All the time. This is world-class trolling because, We're gonna get into the heads. Oh, look at the
human trafficking.
she's
So
upset they said that.
based on facts, then Joe Biden's a human trafficker as well, because they've done the same thing, flying migrants under the cover of night to places like New York State.
That's right, Westchester, in the middle of the night, or to
In
Florida.
Florida, buddy.
So this has been going
I
on
live
for
in
18
Florida,
months under
but
this
I
administration.
don't have nothing
Now
against
suddenly,
anybody.
these folks
Before all this started, I was telling you about the stock market things, and you watch the numbers on there, and they freeze these numbers intentionally because it matches up the shit. And every time they something like that, they're like, well, Biden did this and Trump did that. You want to hear my whole opinion about this Trump situation? He's a false idol. He may even be the Antichrist, but I believe his son, Barron, is. Barron is evil as I've ever seen anybody. This kid's on Twitter saying all kinds of evil shit about people, how he wants to eat the poor, poor fucking vile to him. You imagine that guy getting in position? There is no, you cannot reason with evil, nor can you negotiate with it. And these are kind of evil creatures. They're all evil. Voting is evil because you're voting for the most vile creatures on the face of the earth. You're literally doing that. They don't give a shit about you. Look at the bullshit they're doing with these poor people here. Yes, they're here illegally. If it's that fucking bad, just take him and push him back over the fucking border, dude. How hard is it at that? They're walking across. Hey, no. Scoot on back and get water tanks. I mean, if you're going to do all this bullshit, which I wouldn't do none of that because I think, hey, best man gets the job. The best lady gets the job. They come and apply, do things right with a slip to work, and they get taxes taken out just like us, but they don't get our benefits because they're not fucking American. Any other state country would do that. I'm sorry, every other country would do that. You just can't work over there and not pay taxes on it. That's why there's people who are pissed off because they're not getting tax money. If they were getting tax money, that's why they let them in that states. They'll give them a Social Security card. That's why California is the third biggest fucking economy in the world, dude, because they do that shit. It's done correctly, then it works. But when someone commits murder and they're from Mexico, hey, sorry, dude, your boy committed a crime in my thing. If you're going to punish him correctly over there for it, and he gets the electric chair here or whatever, I don't know what to say. You break the line in that country, you have to be held accountable in that country for your crimes. Now, if everybody had that understanding, it'd be fine. There's so many things that are doing illegally through the world that this is minor shit here. Like, they have people going to the DMV, getting fucking driver's license and getting tags for their car and insurance for their car when you have a constitutional right to travel on your own private property without none of that. It's your right to travel. Driving isn't a privilege like everybody tries to do. It's a privilege. No, it's your human being. You're a human being. You're allowed to travel. The only time you're not allowed to travel is if you're being arrested for a crime and they have you in jail. And their sentence is going to put you through a speedy trial. Unless you waive the right to a speedy trial, which you're foolish to do so. I would never waive my rights like that. I want them to prove that shit. I already have the proof on my side because I wouldn't do nothing. But if you're a guilty person, don't waive your rights. Don't waive for a speedy trial. Make them fucking get the evidence together and put you through it. You'll be done. But I'm saying you have constitutional rights. These are God-given rights. You have a right to travel. These people have a right to travel. But when you go through another country, it's just courtesy through centuries to stop by and say, hey, I'm going through your country. It talks about it in the Bible all the time. Yes, some of them fought, like they're doing here. In the Bible, they fight each other if you try to go through the parts of the country. The Jewish people would fight each other. Israelites, Himelites, all of them fight each other. Jews, Hebrews, all of them. They all fought each other to get through the parts of the land. We're actually nice. They're just letting people in. They're in, like our citizens aren't beating them up or nothing like that, like they did back in the old days. We've come to a point where we've matured as a society, and we don't need all this bullshit no more. We just keep it simple. If you want to do the computer world, fine. But this kind of trolling on people, getting people to fight each other and argue over red and blue, there's no difference. No. But this is world-class trolling.
So much, by the way, about the well-being.
When I start doing memes on these people, I've made a few of them under different names, but I'm pretty decent at it. He is definitely going to be one of the faces that I'm going to be using. World-class grifting, dude.
Many of that was from heat exposure. People are drowning right now.
He's talking about heat exposure to people that are literally coming from countries that it's over 110 to 15 degrees, and he's worried about it being 90 degrees over in some parts of Texas, and these people are struggling. No, they're not struggling. You're struggling. They just apparently nowadays, people just walk 2,000 miles to come to a country. Can you imagine getting up in the morning and being like, where you going, hon? Well, I'm going to go to America. You know, like, what? Get out, yo. Yeah, I'm going to walk to America. It's only 2,000 miles. I figure I'd be there in a week. You know, if I was just to walk about 5-10 miles an hour, you know, maybe I can run like fucking Tyreek Hill 20 miles an hour for a couple hours. I'll be there in no time. Somebody's carrying these people through there, dude. They're driving them. Common sense. Or they would have to start fucking... Okay, let me put it this way. To put things in perspective here. If they started walking on January 1st of 2022, they would just now be getting here in November. Trying to walk through that fucking jungle and all that shit that comes along with it without no vehicles, just walking with fucking backpacks of food and babies and everything. Come on, man. Come on, man. These people are dressed in street clothes. They got fucking cell phones. They look like they just came out of a fucking Tampa Bay Rays game or New York Yankees game. I mean, I fronting out there like with fucking Golden State jerseys on and shit. Help me, Lord. Help me. I can't see how anybody buys into this shit. You gotta stop arguing and fighting with each other, man. Laugh at the shit like I do.
Yeah.
Look at this poor...
Until recently, you couldn't find another television.
They got there in like that in Florida, dressed like that, and they're like, okay, come on, fellas. We're going on a plane. And they're like, well, we just got off one. No. We're going to take you somewhere special. No one knows. You don't have to call air traffic control to tell them where you're flying your fucking plane nowadays. The air traffic control would have no idea you're flying your plane into fucking, into Martha Vineyard. Nobody, the most secure place on one of them. Come on down, buddy. That's what's so fucking foolish about all this shit. They know exactly where it's going. You have to have a destination from destination to fly in America like that. Ain't gonna let people just fly around the states and shit, and you know they're gonna shoot you out of the air, dude. Try it. I'll go ahead and try it and let them know how it works out for you. So anyway, that being said, there has to be a flight log. So they already knew he was going there. So he was like, we're gonna drop it out on Twitter and let the red and blue fight each other.
At the southern border. That's been the story. That is the story. Not Martha's Vineyard, but
Martha's Vineyard is the story because that is where all the rich and the most powerful people are living, and that's what he did that for. Because it's the Queen's Island. The Queen just died. That's how he's going to help celebrate the Queen's death, or some metaphorical thing is going on with that. It's not conspiracy. There's just too much of it. It goes on daily. If you watch the TV, things correlate with each other. But I don't watch the shit. I just see what happened on YouTube. I'm like, oh, world-class trolling. I already know. And I look into the talking head Fox guy. And I can go to CNN. And they'll rip them a new ass for doing this. And this guy will be like, well, why are they doing that? Well, because they're doing this. And, you know, who cares? This whole thing is wrong. All of it. So, we'll just do more written and scripted football times soon. And I appreciate everybody watching. I don't want to get into a big thing about it. I'm just letting you know that what Ron DeSantis did was world-class trolling. And the media world-class troll us back. They're like, hey, we're going to fuck with the people who are watching this shit. And now I'm going to troll them back, you know, like what I'm doing here to explain what kind of fuckery is actually going on behind the scenes here. I have never in my life seen such evil creatures. Honestly, I have never in my life. I'm 50. I'll be 51 this year. And I have to tell you, in all my years of being alive, I have never seen such evil people on all the politicians. They're all, every one of them. Trump is no different. It's almost where you got to get somebody and totally grow the person up without no social media or any kind of shit, and then let them be president because they won't be connected to any of this fuckery. Everybody's in to make money, and they don't mind wars. You know, they don't mind none of that. It's all piece of cake until it shows up to your house. This is what I'm saying. You know, like this kind of stuff they're showing here. This immigrants going to Martha Vineyard is also the same concept as what Russia could do to us for interfering with Ukraine, because they are going to go into nukes over there. Okay, Russia just got the crap kicked out of them, and they're saying no more nice guys. Okay, we're bringing out the big boys now, and then if that happens, whew, boy, that would be bad. There's nobody in the world who'll step in and say, yo, no more of this shit, bro. You're getting to talk like crazy people's is over here now. Did you just say you're going to shoot nuclear air inside of a ferment? Dude, we can't do that, okay? There is no space to suck this shit out. You're in a ferment. You blow the nucleus up, it's going to have a chain reaction, an ecological effect. God only knows what it could do to the oceans and the atmosphere, all of that. Just take it like a man. You just, you got out. You don't have no generals that are good. If you had good generals, you could have got the Ukrainians already. That's the way it is. But that's like, Russia's got the third biggest powerhouse or second biggest powerhouse on the planet. Ain't nobody laugh around. And then these are kind of examples Putin would set to us, Let's do shit. Like, you not send fucking people, but send military operations against you. They're sneaky. They're war-bearing people. And I don't have nothing against them. I love people. Like, they have never done anything personally to me. Nobody has. So I have no problems with anybody. But historically, they're nomadic and they know how to conquer shit. Okay, so you have to look at what history teaches you. It's not the people, it's the leaders. And same here in America. We conquer shit. They blow the shit out of stuff. They blow up people all the time. They don't care. It's all about money, So you have to take every day the way it is and be good to each other and love each other and ask Christ for forgiveness, because you never know what's going on. And then you can look at this stuff and laugh because you're not worried. You're not attached to this world no more like that. You live your life. You go to your job. You have a really good time. And you know that something may or may not be happening soon or not, but you would, just take every day as it's your last and enjoy it, And that's how I've been doing it, and I feel better. I take care of my bills. I work. I do what I can. I have to have neck surgery. I'm telling you, I read a lot, and I know what I'm talking about, and it's hard to believe some of the stuff I say, but when you use logic and reason, it really makes it to where you can break things down, where you can find truths. And even if it contradicts your beliefs, the truth will always be the truth, no matter how many lies you tell about the truth. So, anyway, it's a long video. You can look into this stuff yourself, and it's just funny. And when you go look at the stuff, you won't want to be mad. You just laugh because you're being played. First of all, like I was, dude, me too. You gotta just wake up to this stuff. It will drain your energy. I just see too many people fighting on Twitter, so I figured I'd make a video for you that stuck around. I appreciate that. It's important. And I don't want you guys fighting over stuff. It's not, this isn't our fight, okay, like that. Just let the Twitter people, those assholes, the high level ones, go at each other, say whatever they would say, but we know how they all feel. They don't want nobody in their backyard like that, especially there. Look up the history of that place. You'll be amazed. It's a cool place. I'd love to go fishing there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll be making some more ribbed and scripted football times, but this was world-class grifting. I have to take my hat off. I'm very impressed with how they did this. I'm highly impressed on this grift. It took a little time, but they did it. They impressed me. So, anyway, thank you for watching. We're going to do some more rigged and scripted football times, like I say. And the giveaway, obviously, you got that video coming up too. Thanks a lot. Have a good day, and stop getting so mad to start laughing at it.